Question 866. Would you rather share a bed with a walrus or an eel?
Oh, God.
God damn, walrus. It's going to be a walrus. It's going to be a
Why?
fucking walrus.
Oh, you don't want one of those fuckers to roll over on you.
Yeah, big fucker. Yeah, that's true.
I'll go with eel. It can stay on its side of the bed.
What kind of eel, though?
Just a long, slimy thing that wriggles a lot.
What about the electric kind?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
well, it
that
can
would
be an
the most
electric,
fun.
but you only get one real burst out of it.
Don't give him ideas.
That might be. Yeah, but that might be.
I mean, you could power a vibrator with it.
Do you need more than one burst?
So is the eel is the eel the one that's giving us that 10 minutes of amazing sex, basically with a vibrator?
Oh, God.
Either
That's
that,
actually pretty cool.
either that or the walrus with his tusk.
No, I think the walrus would be the couple of hours with. Never mind.
Global Mum says
Well-
the eel because it would be more shocking when I was discovered by my husband. And Aunt Jer says walrus eels creep me out. I don't even like looking at them.
How experienced is this eel?
At what? At being an eel? It's perfect at it.
Well, I mean,
It's not Japanese, if that's what you mean.
Logically speaking, here, logically speaking, you could have an eel that is, isn't going to survive for very long, obviously, and a very small eel, about say, yay long, which you could easily just fish out of local blooming ponds or whatever.
No, so it's a good 3 foot long.
Yeah, you'd want something bigger.
Oh, see again.
Or it could get.
This is the goalpost moving shit.
Well, to be fair, it's not. I did say at the start it was this big, but you can't see my hands.
Well, it's still moving in the fucking goalpost, Dave.
A small one would get lost. You can't assume a small one.
Just wait there. I'll go back. It's that big.
Okay. However, well, let's just even take your length, the size of your eel into account here. The walrus is your average walrus can weigh. I mean, a walrus can weigh up to 4,000 pounds here. So
What's a pound in English?
let's just say 2,000 kilos, or just under.
2 tons.
Yeah. So that thing rolls over on you. You're kind of fucked.
You are. And they have spears in their mouth.
Yeah. I mean, the old like blubbery surfacing might keep you kind of warm, until it rolls over on you. But I think, looking at this practically, the eel is going to be a bit more of a practical solution.
Sammy.
And the eel's going to be pretty fucking dead before long out of water anyway, whereas the walrus can.
No. We'll have to assume for the context of this that there is that they can healthily make it through the night. But the eel would have to be able to breathe. Brainbug says electric eels aren't actually eels, and he would have to go with the walrus.
Technically speaking, he is right on that.
Sammy says the eel would die. We done away with that. Mathpig says when Manda gets here, she asks, "Is that input's eel joke?"
Is that an eel, or are you just happy to see me?
Apparently, it's 3 foot long as well.
Apparently so.
Music collector Dave, did you search that? No, but unfortunately, you come across tentacles and eels an awful lot when you're searching other things. Somebody says there is a small eel-like creature that can swim up the eye of. That's not an eel-like creature. It's a little fucking parasite, and they're evil.
So I did have to remind myself about that. But yeah, technically, an electric eel is a knife fish.
They're almost as evil as Dave. Almost.
Almost as evil as Dave. Brainbug says a conger eel can survive for several hours out of water. Here you go. Aunt Jer says I feel like a walrus would be more amenable to cuddling than an eel. See, I think so.
Have you seen a walrus's face? I mean,
you could spoon the
these things make a penis with foreskin. Even
I That's
Beautiful compared to a walrus. Good Lord.
Yeah, that's the big worry I'd have with the walrus is that they might think I'm a fellow member of its species and want to try to hunt me.
Oh, like a dolphin? Dolphins do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Dolphins don't care if you're not a member of their species. They do not care.
The ultimate pansexual.
That was more a joke. That was more a joke about my facial features, but anyhow.
Oh, we think you're adorable.
No, we do.
You're not that. You're not. No, Dave, don't say that. That's just not true.
Sammy says, does the walrus mind a lump poking in his back?
Spooning a walrus, huh?
Actually, can it be a trained walrus from SeaWorld?
No. I mean, I don't mind. I don't think it makes a huge amount of difference. I mean, they keep getting injured. The people around them.
I could cuddle a walrus like a giant pig.
Pug. Giant pug.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't see very well.
Rainbug, so long as I don't have to smell its breath. Glober Mum says, Jeff, you are handsome. Why are you coming on to my guest members?
Doesn't that beg the question, how do you know what a walrus breast smells like?
Fish, I'm assuming.
It's because I'm very self-deprecating, Dave, as you know. That's probably why.
Uh-huh. I'm more self-deprecating.
Bullshit.
Are we gonna have a war over it?
Yeah.
But usually when I'm self-deprecating, people tell me I shouldn't do that, and they get mad at me.
Can I answer now, or?
Yes, Manda.
I was just gonna say I have a hard enough time sharing the bed with my 40-pound dog, so I'm certainly not making room for a fucking walrus. So I'll take the eel.
What do you think the dog will think of the eel?
Actually, she would probably just kill it right away. She couldn't kill the walrus, but she could kill the eel pretty damn quick.
If you have a good dog, why would you want an eel?
I don't. But if
on the other hand, you see that if you're in the winter in the part of America where Jenny lives, cuddling up to a nice warm blubbery animal in the depth of winter might be good.
We have cows.
How big a queen size bed is? Like, do you really think there's room for you and a fucking walrus? Really?
Yes.
No.
No.
Probably not because I man spread a bit.
Now, if you had said a seal or an eel, I would have picked the seal. I love seals.
Yes, but we're talking about walruses.
I know, but I'm just saying.
You can pretend the walrus is an exceptionally ugly seal.
No.
Walruses are not
hang out, on the rocks and the docks and stuff, and near the beach where I used to go growing up. They were
they get pretty big too.
Not as big.
They do.
As
No.
Plus, they have a little bit of a furry part too. They have a little bit of fur.
Do they require getting wet frequently, or can they go dry for say a night?
They sunbathe, so they can stay for a long time.
Yeah, they sit on those rocks for hours, and they lay on their back, and they're fucking lazy as shit.
Because I don't want a wet spot the size of me next to me or anything like that. It's bad enough.
No, nobody wants to lay in the wet spot.
No. And you always lay in the wet spot on the other person in the bed.
Yeah. Well, that's for us. That works though. Anyway, did you answer, Dave?
No.
Then answer.
I have absolutely no clue. Eel.
That is not fucking fair.
Dave, I might suggest that if you had a walrus or whatever, you could just as a pet, and they're nice and blubbery, you might be able to bounce up and down on one on stream.
I don't reckon. I think it'd be pissed off. I mean, I think it'd be the right size. I could put my legs either side. I could get a good bounce on, but I think it'd be pissed off. And I think I'd get spikes.
Rattling a walrus, okay? Yeah. Think about that.
Yes. I'd be in the middle, not the bottom. I'd slide off the bottom.
On critical questions.
So for the outro today, Dave is going to play the Beatles' "I Am the Walrus."
You started off You started awfully late today. I think you need to do one more question.
No, shut the fuck up.
I can't. I get
Please?
beaten with a large stick when I go this long.
Well,
I've already gone too long.
Should we,
Could we at least
should
hear the
maybe,
next
should
question?
we have a poll? Should we just at least have a poll on it, maybe from the chat? Do they want one more question or not?
I have a poll.
I
It says
agree.
no more questions.
We're not going by that poll. And again,
We are. It's a good poll. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.